Hi guys, welcome to chemistry. My name's Danica Moore and I'll be your instructor this semester during the summer. Just wanted to introduce myself and let you guys know that I'm here to help you. I know that chemistry is something that a lot of people have trauma around. I personally was lucky to have never experienced that trauma because I never took chemistry in high school because I didn't really graduate from high school. So if that's something that you relate to, I can tell you that you can become a college professor without having cared or tried at all in high school. Probably most of you were more accomplished in high school than I was. So I also hated math. I took algebra 5 times, so you'll probably hear me say that multiple times throughout the lectures. I am very empathetic to students that don't love math, but I can tell you that when I met chemistry was the first time that I actually enjoyed doing math, so hopefully I can impart some of that to you guys. So I've been working at Mesa College now as an instructor for about 7 years, I think. I started out as an adjunct professor part-time and then worked at just about every other community college in San Diego County. I worked at Palomar, Grossmont, Southwestern, Miramar. So I worked all over the place, and then started full-time about 3 years ago now. So Mesa is where I went to school. So I started going to school originally just taking classes for fun. I didn't necessarily want or need a degree. I was bartending and waiting tables for about 12 years before I decided on a direction. I worked multiple jobs most of the time, so I'm very empathetic to the plight of the working student. I eventually kind of decided that I didn't want to work waiting tables for forever. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It just was something that was starting to wear on me. So I kind of tried to focus a little bit more on what I was interested in school. Mostly my interests were in science. I was actually originally a geology major. But my very first chemistry class I took at Mesa College with Rob Fremland, and I fell in love with it. It was everything that I loved about geology, kind of distilled down into one area. So after that, I decided to pursue chemistry at UCSD. Got my undergraduate degree there and did some work on atmospheric chemistry, so climate change related applications. So that's a big part of why I feel strongly about teaching science is climate justice and environmental justice causes. I went to graduate school at University of Oregon and then decided that I couldn't live in the raininess for much longer. So I moved back to San Diego with my master's and started teaching. And I, even as a starting off as a chemistry professor, I was still bartending and waiting in restaurants. So even once you become a professional, there's still the imposter syndrome. You still don't feel like you're necessarily, I don't know, grown up. I don't think I felt grown up until I had kids. So now I have kids. I have a daughter who's 4 years old and a son who is 7 months. So they were, up until very recently, my coworkers, and I'm very happy to say that they've transferred to a new school. So thankfully, my work environment is a lot more peaceful. As you can see, this is my sad garden right now. 7-month-old baby makes it difficult to garden. But yeah, so these are some of the things that I love. I love hanging out with my kids. I love gardening. You guys can see some of my pretty flowers. I love teaching, obviously. That's kind of my thing. And I'm happy to help you guys explore this course in whatever level you want to do that. So I look forward to doing that, and let's have a great summer together. Thanks.